Yeah, I mean, I'm happy that I'm loving what I'm doing. Like, it would be harder if I wasn't. But yeah, I've just got a great team around me. Like Joel films all those videos, and he's just a really great mate of mine. And yeah, that Europe tour was so much fun, and it was cool that we could kind of give an insight of what it's really like for the fans. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know. I haven't, experienced any other age.
Yeah,
So
you don't think about
yeah, I don't really think about it.
Yeah.
I definitely do feel like I am more mature when I'm with people 10, 20 years older than me, because that's really, who I spend most of my time with when I'm on tour or doing music stuff. But yeah, I always felt like I'd been a emotionally mature kid. Like, I was always very open with my emotions, even when I was like, 7 or 8. So yeah, I guess so. Yeah, definitely. Well, like, sometimes I get to like bring one family member for some tours. Yeah, I got to take one of my sisters, Coco, on a Europe tour like last year, and I take my mum a lot. And yeah, they definitely help me stay grounded and eat healthy food, which is super hard on tour. Especially in the States. Yeah. It's really hard to stay healthy. Yeah. Cool. No, none of my family are in music, actually. They're both at uni. One of my sisters is studying like script writing and screenwriting. She's a great actor and really, really funny. And my other sister's like interning at like Vogue and GQ and really into fashion. So yeah, I think about all that stuff too much and kind of what I've done. I feel like I like to split it up into two personalities. Like, it's not really me who's doing it. It's the singer Rule, and I'm Rule Van Dyke. I like to kind of split it up. But that venue is obviously very special to me. I drive past it every day to school. Like, it's definitely very iconic, and to think that I've played there and sold it out and done it twice, it's very weird to me. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I do read. Yeah, I do read them, and of course I do, and everyone does. So I don't know, but even if they're negative, even if they're positive, I don't really like think about it. I kind of just read it to see what the main consensus is, and then kind of use that to help me figure out what I'm going to do next. Sometimes, yeah, sometimes if I actually can agree with some criticism, or if some of my fans like one certain thing and I like that, then I'll keep doing it. Your own singing voice. It's strange. I mean, I've always had like a husky voice since I was 5. Like, even when I was singing when I was super young, like, I kind of had that same tone. So I guess it definitely sounds a little more croaky than a usual teenager. Well, yeah, like last year it was pretty tough. I was doing exams an hour before shows. Like, it was just getting out of hand, and it was really hard to focus on one thing. Well, I finished year 10, and I passed everything, so it was like legal for me to go. But yeah, this year I tried doing homeschool at the start, and it just didn't work out because I was too busy and just scheduling wasn't working. And I feel like this year I really just wanted to focus on my music, because I feel like this year is I'm putting out my second EP. I'm going to be touring a lot more, so I really just wanted to focus on one thing. My piece of advice is to just not do anything that you see in the video. Like, if you're obsessing over something on social media, just don't go that far. I kind of like that video is about, how there is some people that go to any lengths to be noticed by someone. And yeah, I feel like that's just definitely taking it too far. But yeah, I mean, I try to live in the moment as much as I can. I mean, most of my life is based around my phone and social media and emails and stuff like that, so it's kind of hard not to, but yeah, I try my best. Brockhampton's new album, Ginger, incredible. Igor, Tyler the Creator, just anything of Frank Ocean, really, past and present, but yeah, lots of that kind of soul and hip-hop. Yeah, I didn't have the best school experience when I went to a certain school, and I it wasn't like I got bullied or anything. It was just I wasn't in friendships that I thought had my back. Like, I don't think I really had any true friends. And when I started doing music and started going away a lot, like, I didn't really ever keep in touch with those people, and I kind of didn't really have any friends at one point. I was like, okay, I had these friends that were I kind of knew that they were fake, and then as soon as I was away for a couple months, like, I was like, okay, I don't really have anyone. And then I went to another school and I found all my true friends now. So yeah, I guess it definitely did shape me, and it definitely gives a lot of inspiration for songs, which is good. Especially for Ready, all those songs were about personal experiences, and I don't know, I kind of feel like I've used all my relatable childhood experiences up. So I know for this new EP, I kind of got more inspiration from movies and other people's experiences and putting myself in other people's shoes and different perspectives. There are still a few really personal songs, but I know it's getting harder the more songs I'm writing. Oh, Face to Face was rough, actually. It was really fun to shoot and had a great crew, but I was wearing that trench coat in the Paris heat wave. So it was like 40 degrees, and I'm in like a trench coat and like long pants, and you know, that was hectic. The Painkiller the Painkiller video was a lot of fun to shoot. Just because, you know, I just had to act so stupid, and that's exactly what I love to do. Like, you know, just dancing around, looking all corny and stupid. Like, I love to do that sort of stuff. So yeah, it was a lot of fun. Yeah, those showcases that I did, you know, before I was signed were very, very intimidating. Like, you'd go in with a guitar, and I'd have my keys player Chelsea, and we'd be in a boardroom in front of like label execs or. Like one case was Mark Ronson, and they'd just sit there and just like listen, and then I don't know, some people in the room would be like, you know, on their phones or on their notepads, and you just feel like you're being judged to the max. And it was hard, but it was definitely a good experience, you know, kind of getting rid of stage fright and stuff like that. I feel like if you can do that, you can perform in front of, you know, exactly 10,000. Yeah, that was really incredible. That was definitely one of the most crazy moments of my life. He was just a really genuine, normal person as well, which I was really relieved by. I was super nervous to meet him. But yeah, he was really nice, and I talked to him with this band, Winston Surfshirt, and my manager, and my mum got to meet him. And we all just talked about new music for like an hour, and we kind of just put each other all into different new artists that we were listening to, and he gave me some great advice about the industry, and you know, to just always have good people around you. And I guess you kind of see that in in Rocket Man. Yeah. Like, I can kind of, all the things that he told me and all the advice he gave me, like, was portrayed in Rocket Man. Definitely Tyler, the Creator. I got to play his festival Camp Flognor last year, and that was like a huge moment even to be put on that bill, because I got an email from him, and saying that he wanted me to play, and I thought I would meet him at the festival, but like actually 2 days before, I was in Whole Foods in LA, and I just walked past him. I just he's having a salad, and I walk past him and kind of just like have a double take. And I'm with my manager, and I'm like, dude, that's Tyler, the Creator. He's like, you got to say, go and say hi. And I'm like, no, I can't do that. Like, definitely not. He's like, dude, you're playing his festival. And I was like, okay. So I went over, and I'm like, hey man, I'm playing your festival. I'm a big fan. And I was so nervous. I was terrified, but he was really nice. He was cool. Oh, that's cool. Not really. No, I feel like I've tried to do things for the last EP release. I tried to do like a little party thing, but I ended up just like sleeping in my bed and just listening to it by myself, which is still nice. But yeah, I don't have anything planned for next Friday, but I'm excited. Friday the 13th.
Yes, I know.
Ooh. No. A different stage setup, which I'm really excited for. It's definitely going up in a budget. But yeah, I'm really excited for that, and obviously the new songs. So I'm really excited to not be playing the same songs over and over again that I have been playing for the past 2 years. So yeah, just new music, different stage setup, and hopefully the same energy as the last tour. It's not like anything else. Like, it's like I've done bungee jumping. I've done some pretty wild kind of daredevil stuff, but being on stage just beats everything. The adrenaline that you get and the amount of energy that just is being thrown at you, it just fills you up inside. You feel like a different person. You just feel invincible, and it's so great because you can give that back, and it's just like a constant exchange of that positive energy on stage. It's amazing. I don't know. Definitely just trying to get used to how there's a lot of eyes on you, and people actually care about every little thing that you do, and also just flights and being jet lagged. I guess those are the two hardest things.
Like keeping
exactly. Like, even if I'm not having a great day, I could, walk into a fan, and if I'm in a bad mood, I still have to be this, I have to be really happy and chirpy and bubbly, because, if you're an asshole, like, they're gonna think that's who you are for the rest of their life. Best thing, like I said, traveling and like flights were the worst thing, but I mean, traveling is definitely the best thing as well. Just seeing all these amazing places. Like, I went to Bergen in Norway a couple months ago, and now that's my favorite place in the world. And I never would have gone there if I didn't have this job. So yeah, that was honestly one of the best few days of my life. So that, obviously getting to meet my fans and kind of sharing, or just having conversations with them. Like, I think it's really nice just having conversations with my fans. Like, it's definitely a different vibe when someone just comes up to you and asks for a photo, then leaves. But I like to just talk, and when fans say that some of my songs have related to them or helped them through something, that's like so special to me, and yeah, it means the world.
Possibly earbuds, if you're that kind of person who has sensitive ears. It gets pretty loud. Savor your vocal cords, because there's a few sing-alongs, and I want you guys to be singing loud. And I don't know, bring your friends. Bring as many people as possible, because I want to sell out these tickets. Real thing. Yeah. So this was actually based off a movie, High Fidelity, with John Cusack and Jack Black, and yeah, it's about like the last 15 minutes of the movie, how he's saying that he's tired of fantasizing about people, and he's tired about living in this fake world, and he just wants something real. He wants reality. He wants all the ups and downs. He wants all the arguments and all the crying and stuff like that, which I thought was just a really sweet sentiment, and that's why I wrote about it. So it didn't actually relate to me at all. I just thought it was a cool concept. Real thing, yeah, that was heaps of fun to do. That was so much fun. It was so cold though, on those few days, because we were shooting from about 5 a.m. to 6 p.m. every day, and it was so funny. It was so hard to keep a straight face through that whole thing. I don't know. I guess I picked it up pretty quick, but I had a day before, in the dance studio with this guy called Dion, and he kind of, kind of made out all these different little moves and movements for different scenes and stuff. I don't know. It's really I feel like it's hard to give advice they haven't heard before. People ask that, and I always end up feel like I'm just saying stuff that they've definitely heard a million times before, which if you really think you have what it takes to just keep working at it and and get your name out there, which is it feels like it's definitely way easier said than done. But I feel like the main thing that's the most honest thing that I can really say is to just really find people who are in the industry, and if your dad knows someone, if your friend's dad knows someone, if just, I feel like if you just have any link, just really don't be scared to tell them that you feel like you have what it takes. Yeah, but it also has that kind of glamour to it. There was one tour, one of the tour vlogs, we were in Norway, and it was honestly one of the best nights I've ever had in my life, just because it was so breathtakingly beautiful. Yeah, we went to the top of this mountain on this weird little cable car, and it was about 11 p.m. and it was still light, and still proper light, and we ended up just staying up there for hours, just playing with mountain goats and frolicking in these little forests. It was so beautiful, and I just had the best time in Norway. It's definitely my favorite place in the world right now. That jacket was it was so funny. I rocked up, and it was hanging up, and it was being steamed so carefully, and I was like, is that the jacket I'm gonna wear? And they'd be like, yeah, you're gonna wear it. And I was like, oh my god. And then yeah, they put it on me, and then I have to it's so, they said I couldn't lean on any walls or anything. It was a proper $10,000 jacket. Yeah. And as soon as the shot was over, they took it off me and put it in a car and just went off back to the factory, back to the store. But yeah, it It was a bit of a tease. I think I might have said it last time, but Tyler, the Creator, is a huge fashion influence. I think he's got his own little thing. But I really think only really works for him. I feel like, you know, when you see his fans, you know, wearing the stuff that he wears, it kind of looks stupid, but when he wears it, it looks so sick.
Yeah.
But, so yeah, like I am a huge fan of his brand Golfwang, but I feel like a lot of the stuff I can't pull off. And I had Fashion Week, and I had the best time. It was so sick. I saw 2 shows. I saw the Undercover show, who's like one of my favorite brands in the world, and it was so sick. And Junior Watanabe, which was like in a palace, and they were like, the runway was like through a courtyard of this palace. It was so beautiful. I had the best time. I mean, a lot of the stuff that I wear now, I give back after wearing it, because I've just got no room in my closet anymore. So a lot of stuff I don't keep, but there's something in there that I did buy. Like, I treat myself every now and then.
Yeah.
And last proper thing I got was this. I got a Y3 like proper tracksuit. Yeah, definitely. Me and my creative director Jeremy always get on calls when we design all the merch. And yeah, I'm as you said, I'm very passionate about fashion, so I like to definitely have a lot of input when it comes to the merch.
Not really, no. I started performing when I was like maybe like 12, 13, and I was like static on stage. I was like just completely still. And only really in the past like year and a half, I've kind of just learned to not really, you know, give a heck. You know,
Yeah, just go crazy.
I just go crazy now. And I really just kind of close my eyes and pretend I'm in my room now, and I just like legit throw myself around on stage as much as possible. Even if I don't know what I'm doing. I'm not dancing. I'm definitely not dancing. I've always wanted to do this. I've always like sung in front of my family and, you know, extended family, and you know, just haven't really done that when I was you know, before 12, before I started, you know, writing music. Like, I was still doing all that sort of stuff that I'm doing today, just not at this scale, obviously. On the day that I wrote it with this guy called Jay Angel and M Phases, my producer. I took some of my experiences of me, you know, going to lengths to be noticed by someone that I liked, and kind of took things that have also happened to me. I could kind of feel that almost, that people were going to lengths to meet me or to be noticed by me, and I found that like kind of a strange feeling. So I thought I'd put myself in, you know, that sort of place, like in those shoes, and see if I could write it from my perspective. I kind of wanted to open the song, you know, a little bit cheesy, like pretty corny. So you kind of just think it's just going to be a normal love song about a dude and how he thinks that this girl looks good in a new dress and, you know, wants to take her to a restaurant, like just corny stuff. I feel like this kind of line explains how I'm looking at this person's Instagram and they're having the best time in Rome, and I'm just like, I wish I could have that kind of life. I wish I could be spending my time with you there. The reason why we shot the music video in Paris was because we thought it'd be a cool idea to, you know, shoot a video so dark in a city that's, you know, known for love and beauty and romance, and this is just like not that at all. That line is kind of the first hint of desperation I think you hear in the whole song. You kind of feel that, okay, I'm a little bit more into this person than you would think. Like, it's not fair that I can't be with you. Like, it's not fair that you can have this life and I can't be spending it with you. Like, it's a little creepy, I think. And when I'm lying in bed at 3 a.m., I'm either playing Angry Birds. I'm bringing that back. I'm going to try and complete that game by the end of this year and hopefully get sponsored by Angry Birds. Wish me luck. Or I'm just looking at like stand-up comedy. Like, that's all I really do. Like, I kind of shut Instagram off at like 11 p.m. and then kind of just go into the depths of YouTube comedy. I really love Hannibal Buress. He's probably my favorite comedian. I just think he's got such a unique way of, you know, telling stand-up. Just like super disinterested. Well, I feel like that's the whole thing about fandom, is just really respecting and loving someone that, I don't know, I've never even met. You know, I've got plenty of idols that I've never met before and probably will never meet. So yeah, it's definitely a very relatable topic. I feel like only like 4 people ever have met this dude, but Frank Ocean. Like, he's just so amazing. I feel like he's one of the best artists of this generation. I don't know, I just feel like I'm never ever gonna meet him. It starts off kind of negative, like you're wondering why she isn't replying to your text or anything. I kind of picture someone commenting on this person's Instagram post and, like, you know, they haven't liked or seen it yet. They could just keep commenting, like, have I done something wrong? Is there something I said? Or like in the DMs, like, yeah, they're probably, you know, posting things with like their boyfriend or something, and you're like, it's killing me that you're talking to these other guys and not me. I feel like a lot of people have experienced it where, you know, you're texting someone and they don't reply for like 10 minutes and you're kind of like, oh, they're probably just, you know, off their phone, and then you see that they're active and you're like, you're texting someone else right now. It has always been a weird feeling knowing that people, you know, respect me and, you know, want to meet me that I don't know. And then when I do like meet and greets and stuff like that, it's always crazy because like sometimes they just like shout facts about me to me, and I'm kind of like, okay, like tell me more about yourself. Like you know, you kind of want to make it mutual, but yeah, it's hard sometimes.